Hello everyone. Welcome on into Frontier Zoo, which is part of Planet Zoo and the Zookeeper DLC. Hi, I'm Velvet, and I thank you for joining me today for some more Planet Zoo adventures. This zoo has been troublesome. There has been some definitely big difficulties with the zoo. We've had a lot of fun with it, but oh boy, has it been a tricky one. We have managed to get through all of the bronze aspirations or bronze objectives, and we have managed to complete all of the silver objectives. So we have just the gold objectives left to do. So let's check out what we need to complete to finish this zoo and basically say that we are fabulous at this Zookeeper DLC. I don't know actually if I'd go that far. I don't consider myself particularly fabulous at this game. I muddle along and I work my way through it and we work it out, but yeah. I'm average at best. But hey, average can get you through, can't it? So let's see. So we need to increase the average, the average habitat species overall welfare to 90% for 3 months. So we need to work on that. So we need to check in on each of the different habitats and see how we're going. We need to breed 6 new habitat animals of different species. We've got 5 out of 6 at the moment, so we just need 1 more to breed, and I don't know what animal that is, so we're going to have to see if we can work that out. Release 7 of any habitat species to the wild, so we can check that out and see if we can release any more animals. And then we need to achieve an overall zoo rating of 4.5 out of 5. Right, so the things that concern me are the breeding a new habitat animal. So we need to check that, and also getting this average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. Like that's a high percentage. I don't know. Let's see how we get on with all of that. So I think the first things first, we do need to check in on our animals and just see how we go. Yes, I am aware that our situation with money is not great at the moment. Thank you very much for the alert. And Vet cannot reach habitat. Oh, Cockerel Sifka, that's right. That was the new animal that we put in. I think that should be reachable now. I think. Let's just get a keeper in there and I'll delete that. I think that should be reachable now because it should be on our work zone. So let's just double check that. Everything work zone. Oh, it's not in our work zone. Okay. That was lucky. There's something there not in our work zone either. Okay, lucky we checked. And I do want to make sure this is the sunken animals, that they are part of in this work zone. Okay, good. All right. So I think we're okay. Think. Animal is not in its ideal temperature. Oh. What does that need to be heated? Oh, grass is too much short grass. Let's see if we can get rid of some of the short grass. But the temperature that we need, I don't know the answer to that, so we'll have to check that. Okay, we've got our terrain sort of environment. Enrichment, storybook, book. Temperature. Okay, so it's appropriate. I wonder why I said it wasn't ideal. Maybe it just stumbled into a shady patch and was like, this is too cold for me. Okay, now we need to work out breeding. And also checking in on each of these animals to see how we can improve their experience in our zoo. Oh, an animal died. Well, that's not a great start now, is it? Oh dear. Okay, well, RIP to Marawa. So we have our aardvarks. So nutrition, social habitat enrichment. So African spurred tortoises. Let's have a wee look at them. What's the matter with these guys? They're hungry. Okay, well that should be sorted very soon. Enrichment. Okay, we have an enrichment issue, so we really need to get ourselves making a little bit more money. I'm just going to check our exhibit trading. Aha, look at that. So we put in some exhibits to make sure that we can have like a little bit of turnover with money. So I feel like our African spurred tortoises need a little bit more enrichment. So let's have a look at our vet research. What are we researching at the moment? Giant tortoises. Okay, let's just maybe switch that over to African spurred tortoises. If we can max them out, I think that'll be helpful. And when we get a little bit of cash, we can put some more enrichment in. So that's the problem at the moment, is we don't have enough cash, and that makes it difficult to make animals happy. Oh my gosh, we've got... Oh yeah, no, this is a different enclosure. This is the Aldeburgh giant tortoises. I was getting confused between all of my tortoises. Hard shelter. So this was a very confusing one, because like it says like there's not enough hard shelter, but there is enough hard shelter. It's just weird. And they've got an enrichment issue as well, so I don't know. If I maybe need to move this, although will it say you need to have more money? Oh no. I don't know, like it's saying 56%. It's like I need some sort of different shelter or something going on here. I don't know. All very strange if you ask me. I have wondered when I get some, I quite like the idea of going around here. I might need to move that enclosure. Maybe I'll move them to a different, larger enclosure. Like maybe we can make one over here, or I don't know, clean out one of these ones. Maybe they can go in through here, like in here. I don't know. Just thinking about things that we can do just to get that hard shelter up. It's just, I feel like maybe with this enclosure, and it's got like a little walkthrough thing, which is very cool. But it does make it difficult with, I don't know if it's making things weird. Like anything over this side is maybe not counted. Maybe I should delete all of this cave. I love this little cave though. I don't want to delete it. Like it's a cool little shelter. Like look at it. It's cool. Well, my first thing should be making some money. Really, that's where I'm at. This is what it boils down to. I need to make some cash. So let's fast forward a little bit faster and see how we can get on. Facilities broken down. Mechanic requested. And caretaker requested. Animals. Animal died. Animal died. Okay, we knew about that, so that's fine. And feeding trough station can't be reached. Why can't it be reached? This is insufficient funds. Oh, God. Why can't it be reached? Like, there's no reason why it can't be reached. There's something weird going on with this enclosure, I swear. It's just the way that it's... there's something weird going on. I just know it. I've been playing this game long enough to know there's weird things going on. Okay. What are you doing? You're just leaving a pile of hay on the ground. I'm not putting it in there. How much have I got in the way of loans? Do I have any loans? Okay, so I've still got a loan to pay off. Oh, I'm just wondering whether or not I pay off the loan or I risk it for the biscuit and get another loan. I feel like I should pay off my current loan because there's only 15,000 left to repay. And by the time we have like a little bit of exhibit trading, like here we go. So that's 7,000. Look at that. You know, just a little bit of that goes a long way into getting us back into the green as such. Once we're back in the green, we can do some damage then. Back research is complete. Yes. Keep going, little African spurred tortoise. Yeah, so the next thing that we need to work on once we get some money will be working out what animals need to breed. Oh, I think there's some more actually. Breed. Here we go. 2,000. Okay, let's go play because we've got 1,000 to play with for a second. I'm gonna, despite the fact that I absolutely love this thing, I'm gonna get rid of it and see if this helps me with shelter and what have you. You know, I shouldn't be wasting money on sheep. I shouldn't. Move that over there. And then let's move this over here. So that should be accessible. And then I'm going to try moving the cave. Let's move the cave. Nope. Move the cave over here. Oh, see, they're sleeping in the cave. So the cave mustn't be causing the issue. So we move the cave down here. And then let's try moving these here. I just want to see whether or not this hard shelter thing, what the cause of this is and why, what's going on. Habitat. Oh, something's happened. What has happened? Oh, breed 6 new habitat animals of different species. It just happened naturally. I was going to go check out what the dealio is with that, but the aardvark has had offspring. The aardvark was the one that we needed. Go figure. Well, in that case, that is great because that means we can work on this habitat stuff for our Aldebra tortoises. Shelter. What other options do we have? So if we went like a big one like this, And we went like this. I mean, would that help? And we went another one like this. I mean, this seems like a ridiculous amount of shelter, quite frankly. Okay, so that's 75% hard shelter. So it feels like that is a lot of shelter. Insane amount. So then we need to work on our food enrichment and blah, blah, blah. So let's go a little bally. We'll have a fruit stick. Insufficient funds. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, let's see if we... Nope, nothing to sell. Back out to having no money. But at least we've solved our problem with the insufficient shelter. It just seems like a ridiculous amount of shelter for a few small tortoises. But what do I know? Clearly, I am wrong. So next thing we need to do, actually, is release 7 of any habitat species to the wild. So let's have a look. Can we release anybody to the wild? Let's go. So the African spurred tortoises, we're kind of waiting on the juveniles to age up, which takes forever and a day. So we'll probably be done before they age up, I imagine. And the cockerel Zookeeper, can we release one to the wild? Oh, we can. Does that get us up to 6 out of 7? Okay. Is there anyone else we can release to the wild? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, we're down to one African spurred tortoise. Ooh. I mean, not African. African crested porcupine. Not a spurred tortoise. Okay, let's see if we can sell any. Okay, we've got one to sell in here. It's not going to help us out, but... African spurred tortoise, we need to make sure that we get another one in time, but otherwise we don't have anyone else. Oh my God, look at how dirty my zoo is. What's the caretaker doing? It's not going to help me with my financial situation, but clearly I need to sort something out because there's rubbish everywhere. How embarrassing. Like, look at it. There's rubbish everywhere. Disgusting. My zoo is disgusting. Shame on me, shame on me. I have a disgusting zoo. Ugh. Look, rubbish freaking everywhere. I'm an embarrassment to the zoo community with my rubbish everywhere. Shame on me. No power. Okay, let's move you then if you have no power. And do you have power here? Yes, alright. In that case, you be there. Exhibit trading. Have we got any more to trade? No, we don't. How's our loan progressing? So it gets a little easier once we get that loan out of the way. 11,000 left. Okay. We need to get back into a situation where we have more money. So hopefully we can sell some more exhibits. We can get rid of this loan and get on our way to getting this gold. So we're at 75% at the moment. We've got one more animal that we need to release, and our overall zoo rating is 3.17, which doesn't surprise me because we do have rubbish everywhere. It is going to be a little bit harder to make the money because of the extra caretakers that I just had to hire. I tell you what, the staff wages is just like such a gouge, such an expense. But I think at this stage, we've got 8 keepers, which is fine with the amount of animals we have. We have 2 vets, which is fine. We have 3 educators, actually. Let's yeet a couple of those. I feel like we don't really need them anymore. We've ticked it off. Doesn't matter. The mechanics, I feel like we do need. The security guards, we need. And caretakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly, we need 6. I don't ideally feel like we want 6. But then again, the caretakers are actually really cheap. They're 375 each. So, you know, at the end of the day. Oh my God, we've got so many vendors. Good Lord. At least we can make money with those. Now, exhibit trading. Mechanic cannot reach. They should be able to reach it. Why did they not click off? Hang on. That should click on. I did this. Why did it... Did I exit out or did I do something wrong? Okay, 9. So that should be right now. That was weird. I know that I did it. You guys saw me do it, but maybe I exited it out incorrectly. That happens. Ah, no animals to sell. Loan, 9,000 left. So we've fully researched that particular animal. So let's go giant tortoise and research them. I mean, that all helps with our overall zoo rating as well. Animal died. Who died? Oh, spectacled bear. Oh, hang on. Ah! Okay, one of our ibexes died and our spectacled bears are fighting, which means our baby bear has aged up, which is fantastic news for us because we might be able to release them to the wild, which is our youngest one, which is this one here. So release the wild. Yes! Magnificent! Look at that. Alright, so we've got another tick there. We've released 7 habitat species out of the zoo. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. So that frees up that, but we do have a couple of gaps in our zoo, which is the African crested porcupine and our ibexes. So we need 2 females, one female of each. Sooner rather than later, I feel like, because otherwise we're not going to end up with less animals, but our main issue is money right now. Money and a lack of breeding. I feel like I'm in the financial pickle here. Like I'm not making the income that I should be making, which is a problem. I am wondering whether or not I can try doing some marketing for a little bit. Let's maybe try some low-level marketing, see if we can get some more people in here. Happiness-wise, I'm not sure what the issue is. Hunger, thirst, a little thirsty, but not too bad. Toilet, not too bad, and education. So, education is the thing that's not making people are unhappy about. Vet research is done, but I do wonder whether or not it's worth investing in, because the wages are so expensive with education. I just wonder if there's another way that I could educate, because I've got the education boards around the place, right? So those are good, and we have the odd talks and that sort of thing, and the tours. Although I've kind of only got one educator to do all that, whoopsies. But just financially, whether or not it makes sense to have an investment in education. I mean, yes, we want to make people happy, but at the same time, I can't afford it. It's a hard place, rock situation, I feel like, a little bit at the moment. And I feel like people are not using this area very much. And I'm half inclined to just delete a lot of it, but it's not really going to get me any sort of financial return on the deletion. So it is, I don't know. I feel like I'm financially failing this, and it's frustrating because we're so close to finishing this level. We've only got 1,000 left to pay off on this loan. So at the moment with our finances, it's minus 4,000. So our worst expense is staff wages by far. I think we need to take a wee look at that. Let's just slow down for a bit. And I think I need to make a decision about which vendors we're going to have open and which we're going to have closed. And which ones we can delete. So we've got Gulpy Soda Counter, which I feel like we need. And then we have Cosmic Cow. So let's... we can't delete them. Let's go to... facilities and guess. Okay, so what have I got that's not working? So let's just close this one, close this one, close this one, because this is all low demand. Not a big deal if they close. Let's have a look at our drinks. So Cosmic Cow Ice Cream. So this is this one. It's not making money. Let's close it. And then we have Gulpy Slush over here. That hasn't had a vendor. Oops, where are we? Can't see. I feel like if we had a vendor that would help. And then high demand is Gulpy Soda 2, so that's fine. Gulpy Soda 3, low demand. Gulpy Soda Counter over here is low demand, and then we have the vending machines. So we're making no money from those. So let's, after they've gotten their thing, okay, we'll delete that. Yep, Gulpy. And then we'll go to Gulpy Machine 2. See, I know people are using them, but we're not making profit from them. But the great thing about vending machines is that they don't cost us any, vendor costs, which is great. I don't know. I might leave that one because that one's the one I just shifted, so I might leave that for a little bit and just see if that helps. So Gulpy soda counter over here. Nobody's using this area. Okay. Maybe we close it. I mean, if it's not being used, it's not being used. To be fair, there's no vendor there, but also, to be fair, I've got to stop saying that. Ugh, tough decisions. I just want to leave one thing open over there, you know, like for food, and one thing for drink in this area. Like, it doesn't need to be lots. Efficient, low demand. Okay, so let's close that one. Oops, close that one. And then we've got chief beef, high demand, low demand over here. So let's leave the chief beef counter open, and we'll close the... No, that's making money. Actually, those are both making money. I'm not going to close them if they're making money. Hot dog squad. I mean, if it's making money, there's no point in closing it, right? I want to have less vendors, but profit is king, as they say. Information Centre, Hats Fantastic. Modular Souvenir Shop. Okay, that's closed. Okay, that's over there. And then Looney Balloons. Low profit, but it is profit. And then the toilet blocks. Oh, I've only got two toilet blocks. Gosh. Let's add in a little bit of synchronized prices there. And let's have a look at our exhibit trading. A couple of puff headers. Thank you very much. And let's take a look at our loan situation. 300 to pay. I don't know if that helped. I want to have a wee look at our vendor situation and just work out how many shops we have and then how many vendors we have. Oh, see, look, now that that's open, we've got more people. So we should make money on that now. And then we've got this over here. Pizza Pen. I think let's close Chief Beef and Cosmic Cow. They're not really making enough money to be any significance. And then we'll get rid of the hot dog counter, and we'll just keep the Pizza Pen. And then Restaurant 5 should definitely be closed. It's not making any money whatsoever. I can't delete these things, and I get really frustrated that I can't delete them because, you know, they're silly things that can't make any money, and I can't delete them. So they're costing me money, which is frustrating. Okay, it's frustrating. Research is complete. Okay, another animal that we can sell. Love it. Let's have a wee look at our other animals and see what situation we're in. So, aardvarks, I feel like we can probably get rid of this aardvark. Let's quick trade him out. Ooh, 2,000. Thank you very much for that. We still need to get another female African crested porcupine and a female ibex. The problem being that the ibex is elder and it's not going to be able to breed, isn't it? So we're going to need 2. Oh my gosh. Our axolotl and our bullfrogs are empty too. Oh, man. Okay. Now, we do have quite a bit... Oh, shoot. Look at our conservation points. Holy cow. Okay. Let's see then if we can get ourselves a bullfrog. And... Okay, so this is our bullfrog here. He's male. So let's see about a female bullfrog. Oh my gosh. No conservation points. Yes! Okay. Boom! Excellent. I love that for me. So we've got ourselves a breeding pair there, which is great, which means we just need a female axolotl. I feel like axolotl would be A at the start, so there is none. No, American. Ah, there we go. Female. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh boy, have we lucked out. So that was exhibit 11. Whoa, we lucked out with those. Wow. And we've got our breeding pair here for our boa constrictors and our puff adders. And our bears have bred again. Aren't they little frisky fellas? Oh my gosh. Okay. So that leaves us with African crested porcupine. Oh, we could get a male but not a female. Oh man. And the other thing was an ibex. Let's have a look. Ah, male. No females. Darn. Okay, alright. Well, at least we've got like so many conservation points. We can just make sure that we check back every now and then. And that we can get maybe our breeding pair for those. Because that saved the day with our exhibitions. So you never know. there's our ibex there. I feel like our loan is paid off. Let's double check that. And yes, our loan is paid off. I don't know. What's better? Should we get the loan and just try and get the, the scenario done before we have to pay off the loan? I mean, I'm not going to be able to do anything with these until I get that loan paid off. And, I mean, not the loan paid off, but to get into the positives when it comes to money. But at this point, I'm not feeling very positive about that. So we've closed down quite a few facilities. Hopefully that'll save a little bit of money and direct our customers where we need to direct them to through that central area particularly. And then the other thing I wanted to look at was the number of vendors and vendor things that we need to cater to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we need minimum 15 vendors. How many have we got? So we've got 22. So I reckon we could probably fire. Let's go with 3. I mean, vendors don't cost very much, let's face it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's the saving of the money. Waiting for customers. Get rid of the lesser trained ones. And 3. So that'll take us down 16, 17, 18. Okay, let's do one more. So I reckon Patsy. Okay. So that's another 1,200. I mean, maybe we can get rid of... Let's get rid of maybe 1 caretaker. And... yeah, we need to keep the 2 vets. I feel like we need 3 mechanics as well. That's the thing. My sense is that we're kind of borderline at this point. If we can get more breeding happening, it's going to help a lot. And I feel like marketing-wise might help a lot if we get a little bit of that happening as well. Because we've done our year's marketing. So we'll see if that helps. And low welfare. Animals starving. Where's the keeper? It's all accessible. There should be a keeper in there feeding them. Okay, they can maybe eat the jelly cake. But also there should be a keeper in there. Small pie rock. I think that's okay. Alright. So about trading. Okay, we have a little bit more to sell there. I'm thinking I might just do it. I might just get that loan and 50,000. Let's just see whether or not we can get these animals happy. Probably going to regret it. But anyway, let's do it anyway. So, Wakiza. Little African porcupine. Crested porcupine. Let's see if we can get them a buddy. Oh, it's a buffalo. And then let's see. Okay, that's the only thing they really needed was a buddy in there. So that's fine. So our aardvarks are okay in theory. I'll just see if there's anything that they are... Oh, we're expecting some offspring there. Last meal quality. So let's have a look at our food quality and see. Yes, we can upgrade. Nice. Look at the upgrades for most of them. Cockerel Sifka. Maybe we need to do a bit of vet research there just to get them up with their food quality. So our aardvarks are okay, just need that food quality. When they eat, that should go up. So our African spurred tortoises, let's check in on them. So their problem is enrichment, so let's go into habitat and just check that. African spurred tortoise, what do they need? Oh, a curio ball, okay. Dog ball, spike tree, a couple of those. Another herb thing, melon feeder, ball, rubber duck, pumpkin, small ball, ice ball, jelly cake. Look at that. Last meal quality. Okay, so meal quality is definitely an issue. So that should set them guys up for a good time. And then we have the same again with the Aldeburgh giant tortoises. So last meal quality, again, that's an issue. And hard shelter. Oh. What if we moved the Aldeburgh giant tortoises and moved them over somewhere else? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to move them. Okay, I have got our little enclosure ready to go. So let's get everything moved over and set up for our tortoises. So let's move our food over. And all of our tortoises, off they go. Hang on, my animals and... Oops, not the ibex. Giant tortoises. Or speaking of, we need to get another female tortoise. Ibex. Okay, so we're going to get them moved over there. So let's move as much as we can over there. And I did do another little path running through here. So I did want to make it like a walkthrough area for people, for guests. So I hope that's going to be the right thing to do. I guess we're going to find out, right? And I might get rid of all of these shelters and just build a new one and see whether or not that works a lot better in terms of the hard shelter, because that was the issue that we were having, was the hard shelter. I do, however, want to try and move this cave over. And I wonder if there's something else that I can put in this enclosure that's nice and little and isn't going to be fussed by hard shelter. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Lots of rocks under here though, look. I just made 2,000 from that. Oh, nice score. That can maybe go up. There we are. There's the cave. That can maybe go up there. Ooh. So let's have a quick look at animal trading. Is there anything else I can put in there that might be quite cool? Something little that doesn't require water. The answer is no. So let's go and delete that then. Delete. Get a barrier. Okay, that's deleted. So over here, let's just check out what our tortoise situation is. Habitat, African sport tortoise. No, let's go the Aldabra giant tortoise. And we'll add in some stuff for them. Okay, lots of goodies going in there. And I need to work on the hard shelter situation. So let's go beds and shelter. And I'm going to go big and bold and the biggest possible one that we can go for. One, and then we'll do 2 of those. We'll see whether or not their hard shelter situation is going to be satisfied with that. And then we need to also check the terrain and make sure that that's all appropriate for our little tortoises. Okay, lots of hay. Lots of people coming through, which is what we wanted. And I want to duplicate the food as well. I'm not sure about that terrain. Smooth that out a little bit. Okay, and then we'll duplicate that for the food over here. And water over here as well. Okay, terrain, let's check it. So we need more sand and less grass. So that was fairly easy, and a little bit more rock. Okay, and environment wise, we're pretty happy. Exhibit trading, let's just check that. We've got a pup added to sell. Yay, hey. Oh no, I'm going to do that. I feel like we're still losing money, but you know what? We're in the right direction. So at the moment, we are currently at 91%. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, so in that case, I might get myself some marketing and go begin marketing, and just see if we can max out marketing, which will help prop our thing up. And also, while I'm at it, I'm going to get lots of educators, get them back in the zoo. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the other thing I want to do is media and devices, and we'll get our habitat information out here because we haven't put one of these in as yet for this particular enclosure. And we'll do another one around here. Hopefully we've got power in this area. I mean, that's going to be the stickler, isn't it? Okay, looks like it's okay. Woo! And tortoise. Yes, it's all good. And we'll get that there. Tortoise. And we'll add in like a little paw thing. Height station. Another education soundboard. I mean, that should be good. I know the education needs worked on, so we'll work on it. We'll do it while we're so close. We'll do some conservation boards. How are we going? So we're currently... Oh, we're almost there. 2.48, 2.5. Almost there. And our zoo rating's almost up to 4. So we're progressing nicely. I'm going to have to just, you know, see if there's anything else we can do for zoo rating to get that pumped up. But look at this. Look at all these people coming through here. They're very excited about it. I'm very delighted for them. And we're sitting at 2.71. We're almost there. This was going to be the thing that I... Oh, no, it went down to 89%. Darn it, reset. Darn it, reset. Who's not happy? Who's not happy? Boa Constrictor. Anna, what's the matter with you? Let's get a keeper in there straight away. Keeper, get on it. And then our spectacle bears. What aren't you happy about? Food enrichment. Okay. Spectacle bears. You get you some enrichment. I know, mate. I'm going to get you some drums, some bobbins, some cardboard boxes. So you got things to climb. Herb scent marker. Watermelon. I mean, tree forager. So many things. You guys are going to be like in love with this enclosure soon. There's no way you can't enjoy that. Alright. Have I got it back up? 94%. Oh, zoo rating's at 4. Ah! So this is where it gets exciting. Educators, everything like that. Oh my gosh. I wonder. What if we did like a little... I'm going through the money, I know, but I'm so close and I feel like we can get this done. You know? We can get this done with the money that we have. And no, we're not making a profit. That's fine. What if we do another animal talk point down here by our bears? And we're going to link our seating as well, confirm. And we're going to allow standing guests. And our educational content is going to be the spectral bear. And we are in November, so let's quickly go December. Get in here, people. Come enjoy this talk. Education, education. 80.84, almost 1. We're at zoo rating of 4. What else do we need? Okay, I know. Let's add in facilities. Let's add in guest facilities. What do we got? ATM. And drink. Water. Oh, they're not going to go in here because it's... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got water, and then the other facility we want is toilet. Toilet block. And we need a little bit of food. No, we can't afford it. I'm really just pinning my hopes on everything here. Let's go exhibit trading. Have we got anything? No. Facility has a negative effect. Oh dear. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're so close. 2 at 92%. We've dropped down overall zoo rating. It's not what we want. Animal has escaped. This is not what we wanted. Ah. Okay, Vet, I need you to get in there and get that escaped animal, which has just kind of walked out the gate. This... I feel like this gate is not working very well. Okay, how are we getting on? 94%. Almost at 3 months. Almost at 3 months. Yes! Tick! Okay, now we just need to get our zoo rating up. So our animal rating is sitting at 4.5 stars. Conservation rate, 5 stars. Guest education rating, 1.5 stars. Marketing, 5 stars. Guest happiness rating, 3.5 stars. Ugh. I've run out of money. I've got to hope for the best that... Oh, God. Okay, that setup is not great, is it? I know. Escaped tortoise. The deadly tortoise. The terrifying tortoise might get you, folks. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't afford a vet, so, I mean, the vet should be coming. There we go. Oi. Yeah, get him back in the enclosure. Wonder if there's a way that I can get them to stop going out that gate. The problem is there's so many people going in the gate that the gate's never closed. Animal died. Oh, that's the ibex gone. Shoot. Okay, let's have a look at our animal trading and see if we can do anything with conservation points. Could get leopards. Ibex. Okay. Could get a female. Animal has escaped. God, are you kidding me? This is not going well. I've literally got one thing left to do, and we are so freaking close. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's just entirely frustrating that I am not making money and that we cannot deal with this situation. Okay, we can sell these oxalotls. Oh, almost 5,000. Nice. Not enough, but we'll take it. Well, look, I've got a green happy face and my marketing was done. I'm hoping that we are 4.02 stars. Oh my gosh. This is so unnervingly close. The tortoises keep escaping. It's driving me bananas, but I can't do anything to fix it right now. I think getting, like, I know it's risky getting the educators because they're losing us money or helping to lose us money, but I feel like that's making our guests happy because our guest education rating is going up, which should hopefully mean our guest happiness rating is going up, which means, you know, in theory, we're getting closer to our 4.5 stars. Like, we're at 4.18. Like, we're so close. And things like our vet research will help with our animal rating, you know, stuff like that. If our tortoises stopped escaping, I think we'd be in a really good spot. And, you know, if we were making money, also a really good spot. So that's the two things that are kind of letting us down, is the sort of the money situation and the fact that, yeah, we can't keep those tortoises in their enclosure. Those little rascals. I'm kind of at a loss because I'm so close and yet so far. Ain't no way I'm getting to 4.5 stars with my zoo currently as it's set up. Oh boy, so I think I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to have to redo the zoo, I think, and see if I can get it to the point where I'm making profit, because I'm currently almost minus 100,000 in the red, black, I don't know, whatever color it is. Whatever color is bad. These animals keep escaping. It's driving me bananas, and yeah, it's going downhill rapidly. So I think I'll try again, and I'll come back to you guys next time, and we'll see if I can get this disaster zoo, this really, really hard zoo, back on track, and yeah, we'll go from there. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching. We almost got there. We'll try again next week, and we'll see if we can finish this off. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time around. Bye-bye.